While writing a code for your project, you might have come across some libraries which makes it very easy to interface many things with our microcontroller in the IDE. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make an Arduino library yourself. So let's get started. The first thing we have to do is open up the Arduino IDE. I will be using the new 2.0 IDE which is in beta right now. Then let's say we wanted to write a code to blink an LED. That's pretty basic, right? We define the pin as output using pin mode. Then we turn the pin on and off using digital write and delay. Nothing new. That's why if we try to make an library for this application, it will be easy to understand for beginners. Now instead of writing this, what we can do is just include the library which we will create and give it a name such as blink. We will include this library which we will create just the way we include any other libraries. After that, we will define an object called LED under the blink library and give it a pin number or name. Now what we can do is remove the other lines of code and replace it with the object name with .blink. In this case, it is LED.blink. This was just to give you an example of how easy it can be writing code for a project by using our own libraries. Now let's move on to actually creating the library. We shall go to the top right section of the IDE and click open a new tab. We should name this file as the library name and add .h at the end. It means it is a header file. Then we start by writing #if and def with blink_h. Then we #define blink_h. We then include the arduino.h file, so the library follows the Arduino structure. Then we introduce a new class called blink under which we defined the LED object in our project code. Then under that class we define some public variables such as the object itself with the pin number. Then we write a void for function blink which when executed will carry out the function of the blinking of the object we defined. Now we will write #endif to end our header file. Then after that we will close this class and our header file is ready. Basically the header file works as its name suggests. It contains the headers of all the functions, classes, definitions of the library. The main working code is written in the CPP file which we will create next. Naming this file as blink.cpp. Now in this file we first include the header file we just made. Then we start writing what will happen if we defined an object under blink. For example, we will want to set the pin mode as output. Then we define what will happen in the blink function when called, using digital write and delay to blink the LED. And basically it is done. Now if we go to our main code and compiled it, it will show no errors. We just made our own library. What advantage we have now is we can define as many objects we want and use them by just writing one line of code. Now this is an example of how making our own library can help. This is the code for a Bluetooth rover which I made, working with only few lines of code. All the functioning of the code is handled by the library, so it becomes very easy to make projects. Make more complex libraries in a future video, so don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so you won't miss that video.